Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of Gamma Tutorials. In the last video, I talked about tools and how to acquire them. Two things I forgot to mention in that video is that you were able to get gunsmithing tools, drug making kits, and basic tools from Aslan in Dead City by trading 20 of any faction patches. But getting the tools is not guaranteed, as there are other items in the item pool that you can actually acquire from this. It's sort of like gambling. You don't know what you're going to get, but that is another method of getting them as well. The second thing I forgot to mention is that you can craft advanced tools from 5 basic tools by default, and 4 basic tools if you have the Artificer Eagerness achievement, which is acquired after crafting 50 items. Note that there is no specific requirement for what items need to be crafted. It can be literally anything. You just have to craft 50 items in total. In this video, I'm going to go over what each individual toolset does, and how you unlock the recipes for each individual tier. Secondly, I'm going to explain the weapon tier system and what it means. I'm also going to be explaining the armor tier system as well, and how you go about repairing armor and weapons. One last little side note here before we get started. I'm also going to be talking about the crafting system as a whole, and how you go about doing the crafting to begin with. Keep in mind this video is mainly aimed at new players. If you are a veteran player, and this video isn't very useful for you, or already recycling information that you might already know, feel free to leave it in the comments still. Some people might read the comments before or while watching this video, and they might find it useful as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Firstly, how to even begin crafting things. If you look on your PDA map and find the cogwheel symbol, go to it, you will find a technician. That technician has a workbench that you're able to use to craft items. When opening the workbench, you'll be met with this screen. This is the tool interface. Here, you will be able to see what tools you currently have in your inventory, or have given to the technician whose workbench you are currently using. You will notice the 3 tabs up on the top of the window. The first one is the Repair tab. Here, you will be able to repair armor and weapons, as I will demonstrate later in the video. The second tab is the Upgrades tab. Here you will be able to upgrade armor and weapons by using weapon and armor upgrade kits, which can be crafted or bought from a technician, or found in stashes or on dead stalkers. And the last tab is the Crafting tab. Here, you will be able to see what recipes you have unlocked in the bottom window titled Known Recipes and Guides. Now that you know how the workbench works, let's go into detail about the different categories. Let's start off with the drug making kit and gunsmithing tools. Drug making kit. As the name suggests, the drug making kit is for crafting various medical items, which can be found in the medical tab of the crafting menu. However, there are some items that cannot be crafted but bought, and these items are typically needed to craft other more powerful meds. Examples of these items are Vinca, caffeine tablets, Etperocin, and so on. If you're ever in doubt of whether or not an item is useful or not, you can hover your cursor over the item and check the bottom of the tooltip if it has any crafting uses. Most trash items in Gamma has a use, and are often needed to craft various useful things. Gunsmithing tools. The name might be a bit misleading, as these tools actually doesn't have anything to do with crafting guns. However, what this specific set of tools allows you to do is to craft your own ammo. You can break down any ammo by right-clicking it and disassembling it. When disassembling it, you'll disassemble it down into components. These components are as follows: pistol/shotgun propellant, which, as the name suggests, is used for crafting pistol/SMG ammo and shotgun ammo. Mostly smaller calibers, such as 45 ACP, 9x19, and 9x21, and so on. Small rifle propellant, which is used for ammo for rifles such as ARs and AKs. These calibers are 5.56x45, 5.56x39, 7.62x39, and 9x39. And then lastly, we have large rifle propellant, which is used for larger rifles like sniper rifles or heavy machine guns. Examples of calibers are .338 Federal, 7.62x51 NATO ball rounds, 7.62x54, and so on. This propellant crafts quite powerful ammo, for late game weapons mostly. Each individual ammo requires other parts to craft other than propellant, but these items are also received from looting Deathstalkers or disassembling certain types of ammunition. You can check what parts ammo breaks down into by right-clicking them and going into the Details tab. Basic tools. As I mentioned in the last video, basic tools are your first major set of tools, and is a big stepping stone for increasing your odds of survival in the zone. It unlocks a lot of useful crafting recipes, such as the bear detector, which makes finding artifacts a lot easier, as it will show you which direction the artifacts are in on the little display. Tier 1 night vision goggles, which can be useful when traveling at night or when exploring underground labs. It will also allow you to craft the first backpack upgrade, which naturally allows you to carry more items. Another very useful thing that basic tools allow you to do is to craft your own workbench that you're able to place anywhere you want, which allows you to make your own hideout. And, in turn, means that you don't have to go back to the technician every time you want to craft something. Not only is it a workbench, but it also comes with its own chest, which allow you to store a lot of items inside of it. The items that are stored inside of the chest allows you to use said items and tools when opening the workbench. Basic tools allows you to craft A to B type weapon repair kits and light armor repair kits, which I will go into later. Advanced tools. Advanced tools are the mid-game tools, and unlock more advanced recipes, allowing you to craft better backpacks, better devices, such as the Grizzly Detector, which allows you to find the higher tier artifacts, or all artifacts, in the game. Advanced tools also allows you to craft C-tier weapon repair kits, medium armor repair kits, and heavy armor repair kits. The heavy armor repair kits does require you to sacrifice 2 sets of advanced tools though, so be aware of that. If you have a few extra lying around, perfect. Having advanced tools also equals having basic tools, so you're still able to craft all the same recipes with the advanced tools as if you would have the basic tools, so you can freely give the basic tools away to a technician who needs them. Expert tools. Nothing much needs to be said about expert tools. These tools allow you to craft all the highest tier of items, such as D-type weapon repair kits, cheaper heavy repair kits, and exo repair kits. Not only that, but you're also able to craft the highest tier of night vision goggles and artifact detectors. Recipes. Most recipes are bought from the technician. There are 4 tiers of recipes. The first 3 tiers are bought from the technician, but require the 3 different tiers of tools to use. The red books requires basic tools, the gray books requires advanced tools, and the orange books requires expert tools. The 4th tier of recipe is for the exo repair kit recipe. This recipe only drops from high ranked stalker. As far as my knowledge goes, it's a 4% chance to drop from most factions of master or legend rank. Here's a little side note. You can use tools from your inventory by double left clicking whatever tool you want to use. It opens up the same crafting interface as the previously mentioned workbench interface. Weapon repair kits. Now let's talk about repairing weapons. First, we will talk about weapon repair kits. The difficulty of repairing weapons depend entirely on what tier of weapon you want to repair. There are 4 weapon tiers: A, B, C, and D tier weapons. A tier weapons are generally pistols and early game SMGs. These are weapons that you can repair fairly early by buying a A-type repair kit, which is available from the technician at the start of the game. B-type weapon repair kits require basic tools to craft. C-type weapon repair kits require advanced tools to craft. And lastly, D-type weapon repair kits requires expert tools to craft. Alright, enough beating around the bush. Let's get to repairing weapons. To repair a weapon, you must have the appropriate weapon repair kit in your inventory, or in your workshop. Once you have the weapon repair kit, open up the workshop and go to the first tab. Select the weapon you want to repair, and replace the broken parts with the repaired or higher durability parts. But Dodge, I hear you ask, What if I'm missing 2 parts, and I haven't been able to find them? Well, fear not, my friends, because if you have the weapon repair kit in your inventory, you will be able to right-click the weapon and go to the Maintain Weapon Parts option. Here, you will be able to replace the broken part or the missing parts with entirely new ones. That includes the barrel. If you find a weapon of any tier with a barrel at 60% or above durability, then you'll be able to repair that barrel with a weapon cleaning kit. This also goes for other weapon parts. If they are 60% or above, you'll be able to use a weapon cleaning kit and repair the parts, the same way that you replaced parts earlier with a weapon repair kit. These can either be crafted or bought from technicians. Repairing armors. Repairing armors works similarly to repairing weapons, in that you need the armor repair kit that fits the type of armor that you wish to repair. So, light armor repair kit for light armors, and so on and so forth. There are light armors that you can repair without the need for light armor repair kits though. Armors such as the military service outfit and the light leather jackets that each faction has, as well as the respirator mask that you start with, needs field armor repair kits rather than light armor repair kits. These armors can therefore be repaired incredibly early, and are also fairly cheap to repair. To repair an armor, simply have the required armor kit in your inventory and open up the workshop. Go to the Repair tab and select the parts that the armor requires. You can repair armor parts if they are 50% durability or above. Depending on the type of armor part, will either need a field armor repair kit or a sewing thread to repair. Here's a small list of examples. If you repair the armor parts, you're able to get the armor to 100% durability without having to spend ridiculous amounts of money on buying smaller repair kits. Well, that's pretty much all the basics in terms of crafting and repairing. If there was anything I missed, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. In the next video, I'm going to go into depth about artifacts and artifact crafting, and what artifacts can do for you. I stream live on Twitch almost daily, link is in the description. I'll also link my Discord in the description if you wish to join. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like and a comment, I always appreciate it. Stay safe, and as always, good hunting, Stalker.